Okay, we're going to go through 8 Bob Dylan songs, quick lesson on each, starting with Blind Willie McTell off of Tempest, I think. Number 2 is Forever Young. Number 3 is Idiot Wind. Number 4 is Isis. Number 5 is It's All Over Now, Baby Blue. Number 6, Pay in Blood. 7 is You're a Big Girl Now, off of Blood on the Tracks. And also off of Blood on the Tracks, You're Gonna Make Me Lonesome When You Go. So that's the playlist. I do have a chord sheet and lyrics in the description. So click on that, get it, print it out. It's a PDF. And good luck. Okay, Blind Willie McTell, Bob Dylan song. I have it capoed on the 6th, which is the key he did it in, but it gives you a lot of leeway if you want to lower it for singing, but I think this key's a good one. But just a pretty cool slow progression, easy to do little lead. So I'll go through the first verse / chorus.
See the arrow on the doorpost, saying this land is condemned. All the way from New Orleans to Jerusalem, I travel through East Texas, where many martyrs fell. And I know no one can sing the blues like Blind Willie McTell.
Pretty cool chord progression. Simple, coffee house kind of stuff. Okay, Forever Young, great Dylan song. A good opportunity to, because it's kind of a slow dirge, a harmonica really adds to it. So if you haven't played harmonica before, now's the time. Get one of these neck holders, harmonica holders. I am playing a D harmonica because I'll be playing a C chord shape, capoed on the 2nd, so it's in the key of D. So a D harmonica just works with it. And you play any song in the key of D with a D harmonica, or get a G harmonica also, because a lot of songs you kind of play in G. They're probably your 2 starting harmonica keys, and it really kind of becomes second nature. You really just blow, you'll find where the note is, and then you'll make a change and you'll see where to go from there. You really, at least for me, years ago when I picked it up, I don't get real creative. I'm not a blues harmonica player, but for that Dylan, Neil Young sensibility, it works great, and it's a great accompaniment. So you're sitting there by yourself, or even if you're in a band, but rather than looping and throwing leads in there, although there's nothing against that, having a harmonica kind of cuts through. It's a whole different frequency range compared to the guitar and vocals, so it really adds. People hear it, and with a little practice, you'll get by with it. So good luck. Forever Young.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars, climb on every rung, and may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young, yeah. May you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true.
And continue. But that's it. Basically a verse and a chorus. You could do a harp solo, somewhere in the middle there. But you can really, great song, cool chord progression. Again, kind of a slow song, but great. People don't hear it a lot. And adding that harp to your repertoire is, in my view, it's a real must. Okay, onward. Okay, here's Idiot Wind. There's a lot of different keys you can play this. I've chosen to. I'm not sure what key this would be, but it's going to start with an A minor.
Someone's got it in for me. They plant and start raising the press. There it is, I wish they cut it out quick. For when they will, I can only guess. They say I shot a man named Gray, took his wife to Italy. She inherited $1 million, and when she died, it came to me. I can't help it if I'm lucky. People see me all the time, they just can't remember how to act. Their minds are filled with big ideas, images, and distorted facts. Even you, yesterday, you had to ask me where it was at. Couldn't believe after all these years you didn't know me any better than that. Sweet lady, idiot wind, blowing every time you move your mouth, blowing down the back roads heading south. Idiot wind, blowing every time you move your teeth, You're an idiot, babe, to wonder that still can even breathe. I ran into the fortune teller.
There you go. What does it look like? Verse, chorus, or it looks like verse, verse, chorus, verse, verse, chorus, verse, verse, chorus, verse, verse, chorus. Pretty cool chords. That's a good key for me. Good luck with that one. Okay, Isis. Not sure what key Dylan does it in, but I am going to do it in the key of G. And it's just 3 chords kind of looped. G, F, C, back to a G. And there's a couple ways you can play it. I kind of like these, I like the C add 9, and I'm not sure what that chord is, but I call it an F. Pete Townsend does it in Tommy, in one of the songs in Tommy. I think. So yeah, it's just gonna be, you're just gonna be looping that chord, but it's a great song for harmonica. G harmonica. You can play it during the, break between the mini verses, and it's just a ton of verses here, but pretty cool. Or you can play,
I married Isis on the 5th day of May. I could not hold on to her very long. Cut off my hair, I rode straight away for the wild unknown country where I could not go wrong. Came to a high place of darkness and light. Dividing line ran through the center of town. I hitched up my pony to the post on the right. Went into the laundry to wash my clothes down.
Play the next 35 verses, but yeah, that seems like a pretty good key for me. But since it's just 3 chords, find the key you like, and again, get that harmonica, really adds to it. Onward. Okay, here is It's All Over Now, Baby Blue. This is kind of my take on it. It is in open D tuning, capoed for me on the 3rd. And I'll just go through it real quick.
You must leave now, take what you need, you think will last. But whatever you wish to keep, you better grab it fast. Yonder stands your orphan with his gun, crying like a fire in the sun. Look out, the saints are coming through, and it's all over now, baby blue. The highway is for gamblers, better use your sense. Take what you have gathered from coincidence. The empty-handed painter on your streets is drawing crazy patterns on your sheets. The sky too is falling under you, and it's all over now, baby blue.
Yeah, so we have that opening chord is kind of a G. And then a C.
You must leave now, take what you need, you think will last. Back to the G and do it again. Whatever you wish to keep, you better grab it fast.
We have an A minor.
Cry, or yonder stands your C, often with his G. Do it again. Crying like a fire in the sun.
And then you're going to kind of bar here.
Look out, the saints are coming through.
It's a B7 to a D. And then the A minor C G.
But it's all over now, baby blue.
And yeah, it's a bunch of 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like 4 verses. Might be more, but I think that's it. Good luck. All right, here's a Bob Dylan song in standard tuning off of Tempest. I believe it's off Tempest. It's Pay in Blood. Pretty straightforward. It's the same chord loop for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like six verses. And this is that grovelly voiced Dylan. But it's going to start, we're going to standard tuning, capoed on the 4th. It's going to start with an A major 7th to a D to an A. Okay, those A's and D's, rather than a D like that, you're going to kind of just hold that A chord. I do it with my index finger, and then I employ my ring, my middle and my ring finger to play that, what I call a D shape or a D/A shape. So the intro is also the kind of the bumper between each verse, and that's how the song starts. So it's an A major 7th, and it's D A D A. Play along with the record to get the timing of the changes, and then through the verse, there's just one change in the middle: F sharp minor to a B minor. One time, 2 times. Well, we'll get to it. I'll kind of go through a verse after this intro. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, I'm grinding my life out, steady and sure. Nothing more wretched than I must endure. Drenched to the light that shines from the sun, I could stone you to death for the wrongs that you done. Sooner or later, you make a mistake. I'll put you in a chain that you never will break. Legs and arms, body and bone, I pay in blood, but not my own. Intro.
That's it, you know. Okay, here's a Bob Dylan song off of Blood on the Tracks in open D tuning. You're a big girl now. So it's open D is going to be D, A, D, F sharp, A, D. And when you bar it at the 7th, that's an A. It's kind of the resolve. You know, if you open with the chord progression, it'll kind of end with it. Or you can just start with this little backward triangle. Sometimes I throw the pinky in there, but that'll be a D major 7th, so it's a...
Our conversation was short and sweet. Nearly swept me off of my feet, and I'm back in the rain. And you are on dry land. You made it there somehow. You're a big girl now.
And that is the progression. That chord can be, I'll show the shapes, but that chord can be a D major 7th to an A11 maybe, and you repeat it.
It nearly swept me off of my feet.
Then this D, A, G.
Let 'em back in the rain. You're on dry land. You made it there somehow. You're a big girl now.
Harmonica goes with that. I think could be a D, but really cool chord progression, very Dylan-like, Blood on the Tracks. Okay, really cool Dylan song off Blood on the Tracks. It's in an open D tuning, which is going to be a D, A, D, F sharp, A, D. Okay, and the chord shapes will be on the screen. The progression is this for the verse.
I've seen love go by my door. It's never been this close before. Never been so easy or so slow. Been shooting in the dark too long. When something's not right, it's wrong. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go.
Okay, and you repeat that, you know the verses. And then the bridge or the change is
flowers on the hillside blooming crazy. Crickets walking back and forth in rhyme. Blue river running slow and lazy. I could stay with you forever, never realize the time. Situations and living in sad relationships have all been bad. Might have been like Verlaine's and Rimbaud. Can't remember what I was thinking of. You might be spoiling me with too much love. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go.
Really cool progression, nice chord shapes, good sound. It's that Blood on the Track sound. D harmonica, and you can play the harmonica solo along with those verse chords. Good luck with that one. It's a great little tuning. Blood on the Tracks. You're going to make me lonesome when you go.